1982 was a great year in pop culture. On the big screen, moviegoers went to see E.T., Tron, and Blade Runner. Michael Jackson released Thriller, and MTV was only months old. TV shows like MASH and Three's Company were at the top of the ratings. But what about the shows that weren't quite as popular? Today, let's talk about the forgotten shows of 1982. The only requirement that I have is that the show must have premiered in 1982. So let's get to my list. The New Odd Couple. Like the original ABC series a decade earlier, the show was based on a Neil Simon play, but this time it starred Ron Glass as Felix Unger and Damon Wilson as Oscar Madison. The characterizations were still identical. Felix was the uptight neat freak, and Oscar was a fun-loving slob. Due to a writer's strike at the time of the production, 8 of the early episodes reused scripts from the original series. And by the time new scripts could be written, it was too late. The show had struggled to attract an audience in its early days with its recycled stories, and the show was canceled after just one season. The star of the family centered around 16-year-old Jenny Lee, a gifted singer whose talent had started to attract real show business offers.
Daddy works hard to save some money. I'm going up with my motor running, keeping the family going, moving along.
But her protective father, the town fire chief, fears she's growing up too fast. And that's just the start of the troubles. His wife has left him for another man, leaving him to care not only for Jenny Lee, but also for her brother Dougie, who's more brawn than brain. And to make things even more chaotic, his crew at the fire station is a group of quirky misfit firefighters who seem to cause as much trouble as they prevent. The Star of the Family premiered on September 30th, 1982, but struggled to find an audience and was canceled after only 10 episodes. Tales of the Gold Monkey was inspired by Howard Hawks' film Only Angels Have Wings. The series is set in the South Pacific in 1938, where everyone on the island seems to harbor a mysterious past. And they all gather together at a popular hangout called the Monkey Bar. American pilot Jake Cutter, played by Stephen Collins, operates the island's only inter-air transportation and cargo delivery service, using his battered seaplane, a red and white Grumman Goose. Jake embarked on thrilling adventures each week, rescuing travelers, recovering stolen treasures, or thwarting spies. Premiering just a year after the release of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the series sought to captivate audiences with its early aviation scenes and heart-pounding action. Tales of the Gold Monkey premiered on ABC on September 22nd, and the series lasted only one season. Filthy Rich satirized primetime soap operas like Dallas and Dynasty. Set in Memphis, Tennessee, the series unfolds at the extravagant mansion Toad Hall, owned by the recently deceased wealthy land baron, Big Guy Beck. Following his passing, his lawyer reveals a videotape detailing the terms of Beck's will. Among the terms, no one can collect their inheritance until his illegitimate son, Wild Bill Westchester, and ditzy wife Bootsy are officially accepted into the family. The show features notable performances from future designing women stars Delta Burke and Dixie Carter. Premiering in the fall of 1982, Filthy Rich aired for just 15 episodes.
Rich has a new day and time. When Bootsy and Wild Bill join the country club set.
Dinner, let's go. Dog food helper.
Monday.
Series creator Linda Bloodworth, eager to collaborate with Burke and Carter again, went on to craft the designing women roles, Julia and Suzanne Sugarbaker, specifically for them. And of course, that went on to become a huge success. Sally Struthers reprised her role as Gloria Stivic in the CBS series Gloria. The show picks up after her husband Michael, whom Archie Bunker famously dubbed Meathead, leaves her and their young son Joey to run off with one of his students to a nudist colony. Seeking a fresh start, Gloria decides to move from California back to New York to be closer to her recently widowed father, Archie, following the passing of her mother, Edith. Preferring to live away from the hustle and bustle of New York City, Gloria relocates to the fictional upstate town of Fox Ridge, where she finds work as a veterinarian's assistant. Gloria aired for just one season before it was canceled.
Meet 7 brothers and 1 new bride. They're fighting to save the home they love. I don't want to sell a Wheeler. And no one can stand in their way. There's action, adventure, romance, and music. 7 brides for 7 brothers.
The CBS musical TV series 7 Brides for 7 Brothers took loose inspiration from the 1954 film of the same name, but the TV series traded the 1800s setting for a contemporary one. The series follows a rowdy family of parentless brothers as they attempt to run their family ranch in Northern California. Only the eldest brother, Adam, portrayed by Richard Dean Anderson, is married, leaving his wife, Hannah, to navigate life in a chaotic, unkept home filled with a bunch of rambunctious young men. The series also featured a very young River Phoenix in his first credited acting role. Despite earning a devoted fan base, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers was canceled after just 1 season.
I've been tracking that beast for days. I'm not going to let you get the kill. I don't kill, Mr. Heinrich. I bring him back alive.
In yet another attempt to capitalize on the success of Raiders of the Lost Ark, CBS brought Bring 'Em Back Alive to TV viewers. Set in 1930s Singapore, Bruce Boxleitner starred as Frank Buck, a big game trapper and exotic animal collector who operates out of the Raffles Hotel bar. His adversaries range from ruthless hunters to spies, smugglers, and warlords. Inspired by the adventures of the real-life Frank Buck, who published a book in 1930 of the same name, Bring 'Em Back Alive struggled to compete against the hit series The A-Team, which was in the same time slot, and was ultimately canceled after only 17 episodes. Square Pegs followed best friends Patty Green, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, and Lauren Hutchinson, played by Amy Linker, as they navigate the ups and downs of high school as socially awkward freshmen. Desperate to fit in with the popular crowd, they try to win over girls like Valley Girl Jennifer and the ultra-preppy Muffy Tepperman. Along for the ride are the girls' friends Marshall, who is the class clown, and Johnny Slash, who is a new wave music enthusiast, and often seems lost in his own world. The 2 boys help run the school's radio station, adding to the show's strong musical theme. In fact, Square Pegs featured memorable guest appearances including the Waitresses and Devo, and even the Doors drummer John Densmore, who appears in Johnny's new wave band. Square Pegs aired at 8 p.m. on Monday nights, where it faced stiff competition from the popular series That's Incredible. And despite its unique blend of humor, relatable characters, and memorable music guest stars, the show struggled in the ratings and was canceled after just 1 season. Over the years, however, Square Pegs has developed a pretty devoted cult following, especially from Gen Xers like me, who appreciate its quirky charm and the portrayal of teenage life in the early 80s. And that's all for now, but there's still plenty more forgotten shows from 1982 to uncover, so be sure to check back for the next video. If you remember any of these shows, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
I love California prunes because they're plum good naturally.
Today's prunes, plump, moist.
Snacking good.